Hello, this is Mr. Yoakum, and I'm here to give you a brief tutorial on how to use uh, Google Earth. So if you have Google Earth, you can find it on your Launchpad. Go to Launchpad, and it looks like this, Google Earth Pro. If you do not have this as one of your options here on your Launchpad, you're going to need to go to Self-Service and download the Google Earth Pro. Okay, so uh, make sure that you've got what you need, and here it is. This is what it looks like. This is a very handy tool. We're going to use this tool quite a bit during the course of the year. So I'm just going to kind of fill up the space here, use the whole canvas. There we are, and there's this fancy looking Google Earth. Your assignment here is to, well, first of all, if you don't know Google Earth very well, if you haven't poked around with it some, your assignment first is to poke around with it some. I would like for you to just kind of explore what the options are, get comfortable with navigating through Google Earth, because you're going to need to be able to do this a fair amount during the course of the year. Okay, once you are done with that and you're ready to kind of tackle the assignment is simple. You're going to identify and save 5 different places that kind of tell the story of you. Answer 5 questions that are posted here in this Google Earth file assignment. So the first question is, where were you born? So I will just give you my story here is I'll give you the model how this could look. So I was born in North Kansas City at North Kansas City Hospital a few years ago. I was a darling little baby. There's the hospital. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Kind of 2-finger click on this this up here. I'll do it again. So there's the place you searched. It found it, and then you're going to 2-finger click and save to My Places. And notice down here under My Places, it has now saved that. So my question number 1, where was I born? I can see it there. Where were you born? North Kansas City Hospital. And the next question is, what is the farthest place that you have traveled from Liberty? So the farthest I've gone is Tomsk, Russia. So you just type it in, and the software will fly you there. Okay, so I was in Tomsk, Russia to adopt a couple little boys who are now a couple giant, huge boys. They're 22 and 21 and doing just fine. So I will do the same thing here. I will 2-finger click it and save to My Places. And now I've got those 2 things. And notice they're in the right order. I've got the where I was born, and then the farthest place I've traveled. The next one is, where do you expect to go when you finish high school? Well, the place that I went when I finished high school was Lackland Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas, because I entered the military. I joined the Air Force straight out of high school. So we're flying over to Lackland Air Force Base right now. There it is. Okay, the nightmares that come back from that place. Okay, so I'm going to 2-finger click, save to My Places. There it is. The next question is, where would you love to visit? I would love to visit Stonehenge. Whoops. I would love to be able to spell Stonehenge. Okay, so Stonehenge is that prehistoric sculpture, I guess, or just impressive device that's there in England. And I might be able to show you a picture of it here if you haven't seen it. This is another feature of, you can see I'm not able to work. There we go. So that's Stonehenge. You've seen it before, at least in photos. So I'm going to save by doing my 2-finger click and save to My Places. So now I have 4 places. I've got where I was born, the farthest I've traveled, where I expect to go after high school, or where I did go, where I would love to go sometime, and then where I would love to live. Where I would love to live would be Golden, Colorado. So search, there we go. Looking for Golden. There. Look at that. There it is, Golden, Colorado. Okay, so I'm going to save to my places. So now I have 5 places saved. I've got where I was born, farthest I've traveled. You know all those places. Now, now I want to save these. So I want to save my places. And in order to do that, I'm going to, at my places, up here where it says my places, I'm going to 2-finger click it and save place as. Once I hit save place as, I need to decide how I'm going to name it. If every one of you names it my places and emails it to me, it's going to be disastrous and very confusing. So instead, I'm going to name it my last name and then underscore and then places. Okay, and we're going to make note of where you save it. So it's your last name underscore places, and then notice that where you're putting it, and that it's a KMZ file. KMZ files we can share between us. So if you want to post these up to Canvas at some point, you can, and we can share them between ourselves. But at least this week, we're just saving it like thus. So there it is. What I need to do then is, so once that's saved, then you can get that to me. That's going to be the next step, the next video. Thanks. Go be awesome.